Seems like Jermell Charlo may be ready to make the jump with his brother Jermell Charlo to middleweight division. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. Now, it seems like he's reluctant to fight Erislandy Lara. And for most people that don't know, he don't train with Ronnie Shields no more. He trains with Derek James. And I'm not mad at him for that, because, he's very familiar with Lara. Him and his brother spar with Lara. His brother still trains with Ronnie Shields. He trains with Derek James, trainer Earl Smith Jr., Robert Brand as well. And, maybe you don't want to fight Lara. Lara did say, basically he helped groom the Charlo twins, man. In Houston with Ronnie Shields, and he said they used to argue about who got hit less in sparring by him, which is funny, and I can believe that. But maybe Jermell just doesn't sound like he doesn't want Erislandy Lara. I don't think it's a thing that he don't feel like he can beat him. Maybe it's kind of like that was his mentor, and maybe he does feel a little edgy on fighting him and unsure on fighting him just because his brother still trains over there. So I can understand that. And Erislandy Lara talking about it's a business, and he'll fight him, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, it ain't a requirement to fight Erislandy Lara because, he's born as hell, and fans are not going to demand and say, oh, you ducked Erislandy Lara, because Lara's ducked some fighters himself. But at the end of the day, it would be a nice fight to have, But obviously, Charlo wanted to target Jerry Swift hard, like everybody else. And before you, talk stuff about Jermell Charlo and not wanting to fight Erislandy Lara ducked Demetrius Andrade. Let's just keep it real. One of the Charlo twins was going to fight Andrade, but Andrade pulled out a career high $500K payday, you know what I'm saying? So, Erislandy Lara record ain't even all that squeaky clean, you feel me? So, for Jermell, he really want to fight Jerry Swift Hurd, but Jerry Swift Hurd got a mandatory, it sound like, even though a unification bout would trump that, but it sounded like he wouldn't get that mandatory. He said he'd rather fight Erislandy Lara than Charlo. So that's 2 fights on the back burner for Charlo. I mean, and what else is to do at 154? With Cotto out of there, he beat Lubin. What's the point of beating Trout at this point? Why would he fight Jrock at this point? His brother already knocked him out. So what is there left to do at 154 pounds if he doesn't want to fight Erislandy Lara? So, he want to throw his hat in at middleweight and keep all his options open. He's a big guy. He can do it. Like I told you guys, to me, he's the more physically gifted Charlo twin. Especially when he's boxing and moving. Now he's become more aggressive, and he add that to his game. He's going to be probably one of the most complete fighters up there. A lot of people don't understand what I'm saying because they so used to, seeing the other brother now. But this is the brother that was, fighting on the undercards and fighting tough fights. And now Jermell is getting his recognition. He was the lesser of the twins. He was the guy that wasn't fighting nobody, but it was a shocker to me and my boy Smooth Cat at CBT, Colossal Boxing Talk, shout out to them, that he got a title shot first. A lot of people saying, oh, he had a hiccup with Violence Majorosian, John Jackson. Hey, that's a part of the growth. You're not going to be on point every night, especially when you get a new trainer and y'all getting acclimated, when you're trying to switch your style and become more of a complete fighter. That's going to happen. But, I love to see him fight Canelo. I love to see him fight Triple G. I love to see him throw his name in the ring and had at 160, but while being at 154 and keeping all doors and options open. I don't know what it's there at 154 for him left to do if it's not going to be Lara just with her, maybe get Cotto's belt, once it becomes vacant, maybe you can go after that. But somebody going to have to win a vacant belt unless Saddam Ali wins the belt. So, I don't know, man. James Kirkland, I really don't know. It's not a lot to do at 154 for him left. If it's going to not be Lara or Jerry Swift Hurd, So he in a tough pickle. So maybe he just move up. Andrade done moved up. Maybe he can chase after him if he wins tonight or Montez Fox. It's pretty much going to be, what he wants to do. I don't think he can squeeze down below 154. Kell Brooks sound like he's scared to move up to 154. Miguel Cotto, I presume he going to retire. He ain't going to fight the Charlo twins anyway. So, I mean, he's in a position where he wants a big fight. So he's going to have to reach and move up and get that big fight. But a lot of the top guys are tied up. Andrade just about to fight. Lemieux and Saunders about to fight. I mean, so basically he's just going to keep waiting on that big fight. Maybe he fought 2 mandatories in a row. He get a voluntary. So should he wait? Or should he tell the WC take 3 mandatories in a row? Should he try to fight Lara? Is it worth it? I mean, so he got some options here. He can fight another mandatory, use a voluntary on a pointless fight Lara on the voluntary, or he can move up and try to make a name at middleweight. But at least it's better to have some options than no options. But I know he's looking for that big crossover fight like a Cotto or Canelo, and hopefully him and his brother get it in due time and capitalize on it. We out.